Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Well, you take the bad with the good in everything that you do in this world. It's one of the lessons that people have to learn as they get older.
Okay.
While it's a lot easier in some ways to do our shows from our respective houses, you and me, it's nice to be in this room.
Always better to be in studio.
For business, this is best. For us to be directly across from each other in our studio that we're used to. I don't have to have headphones in on my head and mess up my pretty hair.
My terrible background. LG gets to flip the cameras and stuff. Much better.
Yeah, you should see me at home. I'm getting, I put that, I've got that ridiculous sheet on that I put up, has the sun on it in the background. I need to get a bunch more of those so I don't have the same sheet every time we do shows at my house.
I have one to give you.
I need you to give me that one. That's a really good. I want that one as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I want that one. But I had it up and I was taking it down. And Nina's like, "You just leave it up, dude." Because every time I did a show at home, I had to go get a big chair from the a bar stool chair, stand up there, tack it onto the wall.
Oh God! Every time.
Yeah. And then she's like, eventually my girlfriend's like, "Just leave it up there." I'm like, "You sure?" She's like, "Yeah, you've been doing so many shows at home." After 3 days, she's like, "No, take it down. I can't deal with it. I can't have." Looks like a 20-year-old college kid lives there with a sheet tacked up instead of an actual curtain. And so it's nice to be here in this beautiful studio. So how we doing? It's a little nooner edition if you're listening or watching us live. What's up, man? What's up?
What up?
In the afternoon time. Happy Friday. We were going to do a show at my house today because DJLG had some previous engagements, but they got canceled. And so he's like, "Do y'all want to just come over?" Yes. I would much rather be here. Fight through the traffic, fight through the school zones and the people and the weather. And here we are. We're excited. We're one day closer to our anniversary. I'm excited for that. Coming up on the 24th, a week from today, at the official sports bar of In the Building. It is Slackers. There are 5 locations. The one we're going to be having our little party at next week will be the one on Thousand Oaks and 281. Thousand Oaks and San Pedro at 281. Ish. That's where we will be. There are 5 locations. The Med Center location on Fredericksburg Road. The one down on St. Mary's, you got the one on Nacogdoches, you got the one over by North Star Mall, behind the mall on Rector, and you got the one on Thousand Oaks and 281. So a week from today, me and Rudy will be out there, not doing a show, but hanging out. We'll make some videos on our phones. We have a week to go here, so I need to come up with some contests for us to do. Some fun games and whatever,
Sure.
Got to do something.
They got some arcade games over there.
So we can post and be good influencers and post from the client's establishment. I'm looking forward to it.
Gosh damn right. What you drinking?
Coffee, man. Hey, it's my midday coffee.
You have a midday coffee?
I have a morning and a midday.
You shitting all day.
Well, here's the thing. If you drink too much coffee, it has the opposite effect. You don't want that. Mm-hmm. My routine is 1 strong cup of coffee in the morning, a cup right around lunchtime, and then around 4 or 5, I'll have a cup of tea. Because I was doing 3 cups of coffee a day, and my heart was like, "Nah, I don't want you drinking at 5 o'clock in the afternoon coffee."
Right.
And so now it's black tea or green tea. I'm 50 now. I have to take these things into consideration. These are important. These are 50-year-old man problems.
No, yeah, I'm 50. Might as well be 47.
I've even had to cut down on my workout routine.
You told me that, and I disagree with that.
Well, okay, and I respect that.
There's some supplements you could take for the joints.
Because I am not some health guru.
Me neither.
I read a lot.
Everybody on the internet tells me we're supposed to live more when we're 50.
Okay, so here's what I've been told.
What'd you tell?
Your body, when you work out, it destroys your body a little easier.
Sure.
Your body breaks down faster, which means you need a lot of recovery time in between workouts. And so what I've tried to do lately, and I feel better, actually. My soreness is gone. Rather than try to work out 20, 30 minutes a day, I go hard and then take the next day off.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And then go hard, take the next day
So about 3 times a week.
I think
That's solid.
The rule of thumb for most people, I try to have sex every day, but that don't always work out. 4 or 5 times a week. Workout 3 or 4 times a week. Sex 4 or 5 times a week.
Well, then you're in good health.
Yeah, I feel good. And I've cut down on coffee. I've cut down on drinking. I don't drink as much as I did.
Same.
So I'm feeling I can't get rid of this stupid ass gut right here though to save my life.
Fat.
Still working on that. That is going to be the hardest thing because I slip up and eat too many snacks at night. So it's a work in progress, but I'm working on it. You look good today, as always. You're such a good dresser.
Thank you, sir.
I always feel bad about how I dress.
I
normally don't. I don't give a shit about how I dress until you walk in the room, and I'm like, well, damn.
Oh, I had some stuff to do. I had some stuff to do. Normally, I come in here like a radio guy.
Yeah. Well, knowing that we were going to be in the studio, I decided I have generic T-shirt on, but I decided to at least throw a collared shirt over it.
I like the collar.
This is as good as it gets for me here.
That's fine.
Here we are. How y'all doing, man? What's up, Thunderdome? Jump your asses in here and participate in our show today. You can chat with us all you want. I've got chats galore already coming in. You can tip us if you'd like to do so. It's Friday. I know a bunch of y'all got paid. So show your appreciation for this show. It shows its appreciation for you. It's a partnership, all right? Keep your investments coming. You can tip us if you want to. And what I promise is that we will read every single chat post that comes accompanied by a tip. So you're paying to get your words read on our show.
Amen.
Essentially. You can chat all you want. It doesn't have to be exclusively people who paid, but it's just a guarantee.
Well, you got to remember, in the buildingers, Mike was the only guy in town that refused to take phone calls. So him not reading a whole bunch of chats is on brand.
I think I've done good this year.
No, you have. I'm just saying it's not like you're not going to bog down the show trying to read all chats. That's
right. I've gotten a lot better at this YouTubing. Well, the old you bring up the radio show. Nothing F's up a good radio show like a bunch of stupid ass callers. Why would you do that? Now that's my philosophy,
No,
there's some shows that make $1 million a year take calls all day.
It's a preference, but the listener can, because I've been on the other side, and when it's a bunch of calls, I'm like, oh my God, this is not why I tuned in.
Right.
So
if you're going to take calls, they've got to be good.
They got to be good,
and you can't take 30.
You got to have a good call screener.
Yes, and we never had one at the ticket. They never paid to have a producer in the room.
Why didn't LG just screen them?
Because he's running the board and listening to me and
he
co-hosting the show.
He can multitask.
Dude, all my guys.
Because we didn't take calls, so I didn't screen anything.
Right. I made his job easy by telling him not to. We tried to take calls in the old days when I first got the job in 07, 08, 09.
It was awful.
No, because Jim Bob's having to do it all because they're too cheap to pay somebody. He's having to run the board. He was doing sports updates in between segments in those days, during commercial breaks. Do y'all remember that? Jim Bob did updates. I'm Jim Bob Brazil. The Spurs played New Orleans tonight at 7:30. So he's doing that. He's running the board. He's going to commercials. He's trying to listen to me. He's interacting with me. He's making sure I don't drop an F-bomb on the air.
Cursed out by Peter.
And then get yelled at by the boss. The last thing I was going to have him do is take calls from a bunch of slapdicks and Lytle and Elmendorf.
The problem we used to run into, at least on Sports Grind, was it would be the same 5 guys all week calling.
That same thing.
And I loved them for it because I loved the fact that they were energetic about it. But it's like, dude.
Right.
Come on.
I prank called y'all once. Twice.
It was about me and a gun or something.
I said that the guy who called was worried about you getting sliced up by an angry fan.
I remember that.
Right.
I remember.
Because you were so anti-Spurs that day. I don't even know what you were bitching about.
I'm always bitching. Who knows?
I got through. Had Calvin known that was me, oh my God, he would have.
Y'all were such good friends. It was awesome.
He would have stomped down the hall and kicked doors in.
Y'all were so cool with each other. It was awesome. Me
and Calvin, we're boys. You don't realize that we talk every day on the side. No one knows. It's a secret friendship. We this whole weirdness in public is that's a front.
It's a bit.
Fuck you bitches.
But I do want to shout out. Remember a couple weeks ago when I was like, "Hey, anybody need commercial cleaning? Let me know." Yeah. Met with a potential client today.
Okay.
In the building / Thunderdome.
Oh, okay.
So keep it rolling. Anybody need commercial? I'm not coming to wash your laundry at your house or vacuum your living room.
Right.
Commercial buildings. DM me, email me, hit up Mike, hit up LG. Hit me up. Joso Enterprises LLC is at your service. Had a meeting with a potential client today.
Okay.
That's a Thunderdome or so.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So appreciate y'all, Thunderdome.
All right. Are you at liberty to tell us what kind of business it is, or you just want to hold off?
Something to do with I don't know. Something like they work side by side with CPS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're their own company.
Saw a billboard this morning on the way over here.
What'd
Just
it say?
now. Are you prepared for winter? I'm like, bitches, are y'all?
Yeah, why are you asking us?
Are you prepared for winter, CPS?
I know
What you asking me for?
Sunday to Monday is supposed to get bad. So LG drip your faucet. Well, I saw you're supposed to actually have a stream, not a drip. A slight stream.
I always thought it was just a light.
I thought it was well, I found out today it's more of not that much. Not that much. So wrap your pipes, especially you single guys. Wrap your pipes. You don't want them to get frozen. You don't want to get something you can't get off. So wrap your pipes sometime Sunday.
It's supposed to get real cold.
Yeah, that's going to screw up the March.
That happened last year, too.
Yeah. Even though, you know what? The terrorists have got to me, Mike.
Oh, no. Don't let them.
I know. That's what they want.
Don't let them win.
But considering we have the largest march in America for a long time, and where we at in this country, I'm a little worried.
About MLK March?
Not the march itself. I've always gone to the march, but
You're worried about something happening.
It's a bunch of crazy MFers out here nowadays, man. And we have the largest one in the country.
We do.
So it makes it more of a, let's do it there.
How did that happen? A city that's 7% African American.
Because San Antonio.
Hey, Monday I got to take work off.
San Antonio,
I can't work Monday.
Yeah, we're not Jasper. San Antonio is just a good town.
Well, we're not Atlanta either.
We're not. I mean, I'm saying the Caucasians and the Hispanics in this town are, for the most part, I'm not going to judge the world off a few idiots. San Antonio, for the most part, is a very inclusive city.
Very.
So that's why we have the largest, because you have a bunch of white people and you have a bunch of Hispanic people that are like, yeah, I'm down with the MLK March. Let's go. That's why we have 300,000 people. Because if it was just black folks, it wouldn't be 300,000.
No. But again,
shout out to my city.
Hey, I get to take Monday off. Gosh, shit, I'll march for anybody.
I told you, that was the only thing.
MLK, cool.
I told you that was the only thing I put on my contract when I came over to Love You Hard. Was MLK and Juneteenth. I'm off.
We know that. That's in his contract. So this is our last show until Tuesday. So we have to make this good. This has to be a great show today, which I'm glad we're in the studio.
Yes, me too.
Since you're going to pimp out your company, I need to pimp out my barbecue real quick.
You should.
We need teams. I've had 4 teams sign up.
Already?
Since we started
I'm trying to
promoting
get 30, right?
I need 30. So
we need 6 a month.
Right. Well, I want to get them knocked out soon, because then I got to go to sponsorships. Then I got to figure out who's going to.
Are you giving away free meat again? Is that on the table?
Absolutely, yeah. Well,
because last year was free brisket, right? Everybody got a brisket.
Every team gets a brisket. Now that's not confirmed, but I'm 90%. I'm 90% sure that will happen again.
Good.
So the way we do it is
that saves $130
for the cook-off. I try to get all the teams lined up, and maybe you don't get all 30, but I'd like to get 10, 15 here over the next couple of weeks. That way, I know. Okay, cool. We've got 15. We've got 15 paid teams. Even though we need more, I can go work on something else.
Sure.
Because it's a small operation, me and the crew, me and the committee. And so then I got to work on sponsorships. Then I got to make sure that, we've got money coming in for this thing. We got to make sure that there's so much to do. It's unbelievable. There's no way I could do it alone. We have a committee, thank God, but it's only like 9, 10 of us. And this thing we put on is put on by 9, 10 people.
Who are you kidding, man? You're Elon of this thing. You just report back to me when you have something.
No, see, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the promotion.
LG, he acting like he stop it. Your ass is an Elon of this shit.
I work, man. I spent 3 hours
Mike
yesterday.
Taylor, Jr., second base.
Working phones, trying to get people to sign up for the team. It's only $150. That's it. $33 of that goes to the permit, because the city makes us you have to have a permit to cook outside. The rest of that $150 goes straight to those kids over there, and they've renamed the club. By the way, it's not.
What do you mean?
Not what it used to be called. Starting today, and I can make this announcement right now since it's now official. This year, the barbecue will be at the same place, right? The field right there off Woodlawn
Go
Lake.
ahead.
It's now called the Salvation Army Peacock Red Shield Youth Center. It's a lot of words, but I like it. The Red Shield Youth Center. Yeah, because Salvation Army is a red shield. I think it's cool.
RSYC. Let's just go RSYC.
The RSYC, yeah. The Red Shield Youth Center. That's where we're doing the barbecue again this year, and I need teams. So I know it's January, but this is a lot to plan. I want to get barbecue teams locked in first, then I can go worry about other stuff and get this barbecue done with planning-wise. But holla at you, boy. Let me know. Email me, MikeTaylorShow@gmail.com, and I'll send you a flyer and a sign-up QR code or a link or whatever it is you need. And we need all the teams we can get. We started promoting this 2 days ago. I'm up to 4 already. I'd like to get to 15 here by the end of maybe next week.
I just sent the flyer to my buddy.
Thank you, man. Geechee SA just gave us $20. Thank you. Nothing like getting some free meat. Keep rocking, guys. Yeah, and I think I'm 90% sure that'll happen again. So the last couple of years, by the good graces of a sponsor, every team gets a free brisket. Pretty cool. And by the way, all teams that sign up, hit me up because I want to come bring you some rub. I've got a bunch of chupacabra rub. Dos Gringos. 2 Gringos Chupacabra rub is the official rub of the barbecue. You don't have to use their rub when in the competition, but they're the official rub of the barbecue. I want to give you some just to put in your cabinet. All right? All right. So there's that. All right. I think all the housekeeping items are kind of out of the way. I'm feeling good today, man. I told you I'm not working out every day. I'm getting my body needs to recover. Or I guess if I work out every day, I feel more swole, but I'm sore. You know, I need to take a day off. So it's go hard and then go soft. Go hard, go soft. Day to day to day to day. All right.
All right.
But I saw something this morning reading the news that warmed my heart because, you know, I am 50 years old now. I can't just go get in a bar fight. I'll get my butt kicked, you know. Not that I'm a fighter. I can't. I'm 50, you know. I'm not 80, but I ain't 25, you know. Did you see the Method Man story?
Sure.
This is great.
Yeah, I did see it.
All right. So the legendary rapper Method Man, who is ripped.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with.
And he got real fat there for a while. He did a long sit down with Men's Health a couple of years ago. And I watched it on YouTube. How his doctor's like, bro, you fat.
I don't even remember when he was fat.
He was overweight. He let himself go there for a while. They were semi-retired. He's got into his 40s and he's got plenty of cash and he's just chilling and let himself go a little bit. But he has gotten back hard.
He's ripped.
Core.
He's ripped.
So he's in a gym working out in Staten Island, New York. Hey, I'm in Staten Island. Yeah.
Not this is a tough place.
I don't know how or why or whether it was coincidence or not, but his daughter's ex-boyfriend winds up in the same gym. He's 28 years old. Method Man is 53.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened. Who knows? It's his daughter's ex-boyfriend. Method Man whipped his ass.
I heard 7 closed fist punches to the grill.
Yep, right to the face. Laid his ass out. Cops come. They go to the victim. The 28-year-old's like, nah, I'm all beat up. You want to press charges? Nope.
No.
Who did this to you? Not telling.
But every lawyer in the world calling him. That sounds sounds like $1.5 million to me.
Civil suit's coming.
Civil suit's coming.
For sure. And Method Man's lawyer today has unequivocally denied this, categorically denied all this.
What, so this is self-defense?
I have no idea. Those gyms normally have cameras, you would think.
There's plenty of cameras. TMZ will have the footage later today.
Right. All I know is I'm hopefully Method Man.
Why did it warm your heart?
Because he's an old man whooping some young dude's ass, you know?
Probably did his daughter wrong.
Probably. Yep.
Because Meth is a pretty calm dude. So for him to punch somebody in the face 7 times, something happened.
Right. He's a very calm guy.
He's probably been waiting to catch this dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you now, if I see him, I'm kicking his ass.
Maybe. He doesn't smoke like he used to either.
No, Redman too. They both kind of backed off. They were chimneys.
Yeah, so Method Man forgot to pay taxes for like 3 years, from 2007 to 2010 or something like that, and told the judge, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm dumb, and I was smoking too much weed and forgot to pay my taxes. He's lucky he didn't get locked up, but he's in great shape. He's
Great shape. He
making
looks
new
great.
tunes.
A lot of TV acting.
He's added years to his life because he's gotten his health in order, and he's whooping young dudes' ass, and I liked it. It makes me feel good. He'll probably be sore tomorrow, but
One for
hey,
the
today
Gipper.
he got it done.
One for the Gipper.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What's that old Toby Keith line? I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I'll ever be. So I'm not as good as I once was, but do not F with me once, because I'll beat your ass, young man.
Yeah, I
Got that
can't
old
do it
man
daily.
strength.
Yeah, that old man strength never goes away. Everybody tries their pops once, and when you do, you kicks your ass, and then
Yeah,
we move
man.
on.
Absolutely. Thank you, George Vallejo. Welcome to Basic Membership. I appreciate you hard.
Whatever that
Our membership content has gone way up in recent days, including the LG post from a couple of nights ago with the captain that I haven't even seen yet because I don't have a membership to my own company. I need the passwords. I don't want to pay for a membership. LG, don't let me leave today without getting passwords. It's my fault. I should have asked already.
Come on, you. Cough up a bucket, cheap bastard.
It cancels itself out if I pay for a membership for my own show, right? So
Yeah.
don't let me forget to get the password when I get
Speaking
out.
of Method and Red, my first movie date with my now wife was we went to see How High. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just participates in all of your
Yeah.
shenanigans.
We went to see How High.
Does she like hip hop music?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an R&B lady.
Okay.
She's more R&B. Snuck some beer in. We were 24. Snuck
Oh,
some beer in the
okay.
theater. Went to the club after. But yeah, our first movie we ever saw together was How High. Terrible movie. It's not a classic, George. Terrible.
How High? Who's in that?
Method Man and Red Man.
Oh, okay. Red Man did a tune with Fred Durst. once
Yes.
That I liked a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't love Lincoln.
You don't like Fred Durst?
I don't like Limp Bizkit very
Limp
much.
Biscuit.
Fred's a D-bag, but that tune he made with Redman was
Sure.
pretty dope, as the kids would like to say. All right, man. Show brought to you in part by Ribaldo Realty.
What up, Jay?
My man, Jay, as always, supporting our endeavors. I thank you very much, Jay Ribaldo. In the hellscape, that man has been traveling and not missing a beat. Still not going more than a week without a closure, it seems like lately. He's been to the Philippines. He went to Europe.
Well,
now
the
he's
only
in
way you
Hawaii.
can do what he does is if you closing.
Oh, he's closing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, celebrating. And he's going to be in Hawaii, I think, next week, the week before I actually go out there. Jay Ribaldo just listed this gorgeous house here. It's a $469,000 home, which in this county, in this state, in this city, rather,
Means
that
it's a
means
really nice home.
it's great. 24022 Canyon Row is the address. To go look at the specs on this house, what I can tell you is it's got over 2,700 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. To go look at the rest of it and see the pictures, it's a gorgeous 2-story brick home. Go check out Jay's website. Call him when you look at it if you're ready to do some talking. 210-887-1081, or you can go to his website, Ribaldo.com. Ribaldo.com. Jay Ribaldo. My man. All right. Let's do some picks. It's our last
Give
show
me some
before
music, LG.
2 days of NFL playoff picks. It's so dumb. It ain't like we know much. We don't know any more than anybody else does.
I know more than y'all.
Well, you're undefeated, so you can
not
brag.
you. I'm talking about that.
Okay, I'm being humble. Yes, I know a lot more about football than most. Just saying.
I do too. I do
I'm
too.
just saying.
No, picks
I
are,
do too.
giving picks is dumb.
Yeah.
But people love it. They want to know what we think.
Right.
You know? Mostly because they want to bag on our asses when we're
When
wrong.
we're wrong.
Yeah,
That's all it's
yeah.
about. Being wrong is good for business.
They're not looking for expertise from us. They're looking for an excuse to give our ass stuff.
Sure.
All right, we'll go in order chronologically here. Another round of National Football League playoff football commences tomorrow.
Chiefs in Houston at 3:30. In Kansas City.
Chiefs coming off a bye. They tanked week 17 of the regular
so they
season
could avoid
too.
Joe Burrow. They wanted to make sure Joe didn't
Ducking
get in.
Joe, huh?
They were ducking Joe. I don't blame them. That's the only guy to come into Kansas City and win. But Yeah, they got the Texans tomorrow.
So last
3:30.
week we just gave a win.
We just gave W. That's a coin toss. A monkey could do that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's give scores here, man.
This is tough.
All right, I'm going to write these down. Rudy J. Taylor. All right, you want to take this first? You want me to go?
All right, let's do it.
Final
I
score.
have the Chiefs winning, but I take the Chiefs 21-10.
Whoa. A defensive effort. That sounds
Not
like
a lot of scoring. This playoff football. Probably be cold.
21-10.
Texans are 8.5 favorites.
That tells me that is a boring game again.
Sure.
Been an issue so far in the playoffs.
Boring game for sure.
21-10. Give me 27-10.
Damn. Texans?
No, God, no. Kansas City. You're picking Kansas City, too.
Yes.
Okay.
They got my Super Bowl pick.
I think that while the Texans looked a lot better offensively last week, the Chargers were not ready to play.
No.
And Justin Herbert crapped the bed. And Houston took full advantage of it. And credit to them. This is a whole different animal here. The quarterback play they're going to be going up against this week is a little bit different than the quarterback play they saw last week. Chiefs will jump out to a lead and cruise, 27-10 final. All right?
So you writing these down?
I just wrote it down.
All right, cool.
All right? The other Saturday night game is Commanders coming off a hard-fought victory in Tampa against the Detroit Lions.
Detroit. No, doesn't work. Not enough syllables.
Want me to go first on this one?
Yeah, you go ahead, Free. We'll alternate.
All right. The Lions, so Washington's had a great year. Dan Quinn's first year. Coach Bro's been great. Jaden Daniels is the rookie of the year. Had a nice playoff win last week. And that's about as far as you can expect a young upstart group like that to go. They're now playing with house money. The Lions are looking to win the championship. I think Dan Campbell is as good as it gets in preparing his team to play.
For one game.
Which is why Mike McCarthy got into so much trouble last year because he did not have the Cowboys ready to play. The biggest thing I can say about, Mike, and we'll talk about Mike here in a minute. And I like Mike. And I hope he lands on his feet. And I hope he makes Jerry look stupid. He did not have that team ready to play in the playoffs last year. They got their ass handed to them times 10. Dan Campbell is going to have the Lions prepared. Lions roll over the Commanders. Give me 37-14, all Detroit. Easy pick.
37-14. Mm-hmm. Number one passing offense. Well, number two passing offense, should I say.
Yeah.
Washington's pretty high ranked when we talk about total yards and we talk about passing. So I do think Detroit wins, but I think Washington keeps it close because they're able to move the ball, and Detroit's had some injuries on the defensive side of the ball. So I think it's going to be around 37-34, Detroit.
37-34?
Yes.
Wow.
Shootout.
That means it's going to be a great game.
I like the way they move the ball. Detroit, they have that Ben Johnson over there, and they just can't stop him. It's a well-oiled machine. But their defense has been, if I'm nitpicking the Lions, it's the ravaging of their defense by injuries. So I'll take Detroit in a close one. Shootout, though. Take the over. 37-34 Detroit. I like Johnson. I do.
All right, Sunday night. Rams at Eagles, the first game.
Rams at the Eagles, 2 o'clock kick.
Yep.
They are my Super Bowl pick, so I'm going to keep it rolling. I'm going to take Philly. But Philly's they're going to chew a lot of clock, so I don't expect this to be a shootout. But I expect the last time they played, Saquon Barkley had 255 yards on the ground. I don't think he's going to do that. He just destroyed them. It was embarrassing. But he'll do enough to keep the Rams' high-powered offense off the field. I like them in a low-scoring game. I'll go 27-17.
Okay.
27-17 Philly.
Eagles, okay. 27-17. All right, very good. All right. I think the Eagles are rested. I think they're good, obviously. I was very impressed by the Rams last week.
You're torn.
Well, normally when I'm torn, what I look at is home field advantage, which Philadelphia has. I look at quarterback, and Dallas's own Matthew Stafford was great last week. But was that a one-off like Method Man? Can I rely on Matt to play that well every week because he's not young?
Right.
He's got white hair. We got more white hair than I do. Have you seen Stafford?
I have.
But he looked great last week. And I just think that Rams defense is built for playoff victories. And I think that they...
Upset special?
I think that they go into Philadelphia and get the upset.
I like it.
I think
First upset pick of the day.
24-16 Rams beat the Eagles and advance to the NFC Championship. The other thing that matters, especially in playoffs, I look at home field, I look at quarterback, and coaching. Sean McVay sent everything they had draft pick wise to buy a championship.
And it worked.
And then had to spend 2 or 3 years letting it all get torn down. That was the price. They had to pay the credit cards. And I think America kind of forgot. Sean McVay is one of the 5 best head coaches in the league.
Yes.
And his staff is awesome. They're going to have the Rams ready to play. They're playing well now. And the Rams are going to go into Philly and win. That's my pick.
LG's going to kick you out of his house.
No, he won't. He needs me for all those payments we keep getting. Now, if the money runs out, that might change things. And then the final game of the week, which is a shame this is a second-round matchup.
I hate it.
Ravens in Buffalo in what could be horrific weather.
Supposed to be like 13.
Dude.
Why at night? Why not make... I know this is like the primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know weather's already coming in to the worst place to play football in all the world, why make this game at 5:30?
Because
that means
the NFL... Because it's about entertainment, baby. Remember? I'm lockstep with the NFL now. I ain't worried about... I just want to be entertained, Rudy. I hope there's a blizzard. I hope the fans are having to help get the ice off the field again. I hope we have slipping and sliding. It's terrible football. It's ridiculous. Buffalo needs a dome, but they don't have the money because they're cheap and they're in Buffalo.
Sunday in Buffalo, the high is 22. The low is 13. Now the Ravens, they're not coming from Arizona or Texas. Baltimore isn't warm.
Right.
They're used to playing in cold, but this is a different level of cold. But they can run the ball.
Correct. And I'm going to go against my own thinking here. And I'm probably going to regret this. Because in that ridiculous weather, then you pick, well, who runs the ball better? Coaching, home field, quarterback play, all that matters. But run game matters when it's cold like this bullshit weather.
But this is your Super Bowl pick.
And that would advantage the Ravens.
It would be.
But I'm going to go against that. My brain wants me to pick the Ravens because of the weather.
Right.
But Buffalo's built to play in cold weather too. And Josh Allen can run too.
He is their third running back.
Bills hang on in a hard-fought win. Bills, 21-16, Buffalo beats Baltimore. It's a shame. It's a shame because the Ravens are probably the second-best team in the conference. I don't think the Chiefs are awesome. I think the Chiefs are the third-best team in the conference going into the playoffs, even though I got them whooping Houston's ass.
No, I got you. Baltimore is a 1.5-point favorite on the road, in the weather, in the conditions. I like the Ravens in this game.
Okay.
I'm going to take Lamar Jackson. He's locked in. Even though I know Buffalo's used to playing in the cold, I don't know if they're going to want to tackle Derrick Henry coming downhill. 12 degrees.
I can feel that right now.
Yeah, I don't want to tackle 6'3", 260 downhill in 13-degree weather. This is the best version I've seen of Lamar Jackson, although this is probably the best version I've seen of Josh Allen as well. It's a tough pick. That's why it's only a 1.5 difference in the line, which probably will move by the time we get to Sunday at 5:30. Give me the Ravens because of the weather.
Okay.
17-13.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right, so we have different picks in the in 2 games. We disagree on 2. The 2 we agree on the winner, we'll go to the score will matter. Who's ever closest to picking the score. All right, there it is. It's in. I've decided I'm in love with the Rams. At least
you're in love with Sean McVay.
I love Sean McVay, at least for this week. See what we'll talk about next week.
I'm down.
There's the picks. All right. Appreciate that. Show brought to you in part by the Alamo Card Show. Y'all want to meet Vince Young?
Sure, why not?
Go meet Vince on February the 2nd. It's a Sunday.
Last quarterback with balls out of Utah. I'm kidding.
Oh, well, I don't disagree. Vince is going to be signing autographs and pictures on pictures and paraphernalia. Well, probably not paraphernalia. He may not sign your paraphernalia. He'll sign your memorabilia on Sunday the 2nd. At 24/7 Church. It's another one of these Alamo card shows. It's a huge card show that is encapsulated in 2 huge gyms that are side by side on the campus of this
huge
church.
Filled up.
Great, cool event. I'm not a collector, but I had a good time just walking around watching that all go down. It's all day Saturday the 1st and then all day Sunday the 2nd, and Vince will be out there on the Sunday. It's the Alamo Card Show at 24/7 Church on 1604 and Judson Road in San Antonio, Texas. So good luck to everybody that's going out to that, and good luck if you want to go meet Vince. Get in line early because Lord knows there'll be demand to go meet Vince. Okay. Mike McCarthy interviewed with the Bears a couple of days ago. And before we get into this, let me say this real quick. So Troy Aikman obviously has made news this week, criticizing the Cowboys. Well, let me rephrase that. Criticizing Jerry Jones. Aikman said the other night on the Monday night pregame on ESPN, he did not necessarily think that the Dallas job is a coveted job.
Right.
He does not agree that a lot of guys want that job because of Jerry.
Fair.
Yesterday morning, Aikman doubled down on this. And he was on the Ticket Up in Dallas on their morning show. And they're like, well, who? Because there's such an unorthodox coaching search. Because you can't just say, well, yeah, Ben Johnson, and then throw out some of these other obvious names that were on the table. Because we're talking about Jerry Jones, man. And Lord knows what he's going to think. Just because Ben Johnson's a hot name, that don't mean Jerry wants to work with him. Because Ben Johnson might want to have a lot of say-so and not put up with bullshit. Aikman said yesterday morning he doesn't think, like they point blank asked him, who do you think would be a good fit with Jerry? Aikman's reply, I don't know that there is one. Aikman said yesterday, there is no good fit for Jerry Jones. It doesn't exist. You just have to pick a guy that you had success and roll the dice.
They'll run Troy out of Dallas.
He don't care. And good on Troy.
Remember how Ohio State did Herb Street for a while? That's what's going to happen to Aikman. Mm-hmm. Got to move.
Bull crap. I just think I think there's a sea change, man. Fans are fed up, and Aikman's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan of the Cowboys. He's obviously a Cowboys fan.
And if anybody's able to speak on him, it's him.
Fans are fed up, and it's good to see. And I'm glad that we have a leader that has a massive platform like Troy does, saying the things that I've been saying for 15 years. It's just nice to have someone like that saying it on a big scale like that. Most reports in Chicago say that the Bears' job is down to either Ben Johnson or Mike McCarthy. They love Ben because he's young and he's innovative and he's done a hell of a job with Jared Goff in Detroit. But Mike has experience as a head coach, and Johnson does not.
Give me Ben.
So they like
Johnson. As a
Johnson.
Bears fan, I take Ben is by far and away the best option.
It comes down to experience versus young money.
Young money.
I'm pulling for McCarthy wherever he winds up.
Young money.
Whether it's the Bears or the Saints, I hope Mike McCarthy lands on his feet, gets another job, has success, and shoves it up Jerry's yin-yang the way Dan Quinn has this year in Washington. I am delighted to see the Commanders have success.
Can you imagine if they beat Detroit?
Oh, that'd be great.
Dan's first year goes to the NFC Championship game.
That would be awesome. That would be badass. They're only going to get better in that town with that franchise. The Lions better get their title soon because the Commanders are coming.
And your staff's about to get gutted. Aaron Glenn will probably be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Johnson will probably be gone. And then, due to the salary cap, you're going to lose certain players. That's why that window, you have to capitalize when that window's open. At Cincinnati, they were in the Super Bowl 2-3 years ago. They lose to the Rams, your Rams.
Yep.
And it ain't been the same since. There is no Dan Marino, rookie year, goes to the Super Bowl, never sniffs it again.
I know.
Aaron Rodgers gets one, never sniffs it again. Drew Brees. I could go on and on. So Detroit, at some point, San Francisco, their window's probably closed. Had 3 chances. That window's probably closed. Christian McCaffrey's toast. Debo's fat. And that quarterback is just a dude. Window shut, San Fran.
Rudy's a Bears fan. All right,
Window been closed a long time.
Let's just, for funsies, say that Ben Johnson takes the Saints job.
Ooh.
Does that mean that you want Mike, or
I'll
do you
take
want
Mike.
somebody else?
No, I'll take Mike second.
Okay. All right.
I don't have a problem with McCarthy. I think he did a good job with Aaron Rodgers. Thought he got the best out of Dak. And I think he could help Caleb grow.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Mike's the first Cowboys coach in a long time to leave looking good. Like, we all know you should still be the coach. Jerry's an idiot since Jimmy.
Fair.
Jimmy, and he's going to be the first guy to get another job after the Cowboys job since Jimmy.
Like immediately?
Ever.
No, I mean, like, you mean just get it.
Right,
Because, I
yeah.
mean, Jimmy ended up with the Dolphins.
Right.
Right.
The very next season.
Oh, got you. I see what you're saying.
But
So Jason Garrett, Garrett's still in the booth.
Switzer never worked in the NFL again. Chan Gailey never worked in the NFL again as a head coach. Dave Campbell, God knows, never worked again in the NFL as a head coach.
Did Wade get another head coach?
No. What if you want to count the San Antonio slap penises or whatever the shitty minor league team we have in town's called? Parcells retired. He was so done and fed up with Jerry and didn't even want to coach anymore. Yuck hadn't been able to get another head coaching job. He won a championship as a defensive coordinator with the Rams. Good for Wade, right? With my man Sean McVay. Jason Garrett, no one wants his ass coaching their team. Mike McCarthy's the first guy since Jimmy Johnson that leaves with his head up because, you know what? F them. And society agrees.
They got that wrong.
Mike got screwed up. I'm good for Mike McCarthy. I'm looking forward to seeing where Mike winds up going. I look forward to it. People are finally turning on Jerry, man, en masse. Finally.
Only took 30.
I know. Whoever Jerry hires better make a splash. And Jerry probably knows it, too. This is probably the last hire he's going to make, too. Probably. At some point, he's going to get tapped on the shoulder by the Lord. He's 82.
It's going to be sad when Jerry's gone. I hope y'all know that.
You would think that Jerry knows he needs to make a huge splash. Although this past season, as terrible as a job as he did at running that team, maybe he doesn't care anymore. I don't know. I have no idea. Show me you care. If he hires Kellen Moore, I know he doesn't give a shit. Go hire Deion Sanders? That tells me you care.
Kellen Moore means he don't give a shit?
I agree. Yeah, because no one's going to take Kellen Moore serious as a head coach. Hey, guys, can we try harder this week?
I agree with
He's
that.
going to jump 10 feet when Jerry tells him to jump 5.
I agree with
I'll
that.
do 5 more feet, Jerry.
Yeah.
Same old bullshit.
If he hires Kellen, that just means he still wants full control and be able to do
And he does.
park the helicopter on the field.
Absolutely.
All the bullshit.
No question. Absolutely. All right. It's in the building, presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store.
What we got over here?
Oh, what you got? Let's show some stuff off here. Oh, yes, sir.
1792 barrel pick. Only available at Texas Cheer.
Yep.
125 proof.
Yes,
Still
sir.
available at some locations. Make sure you mention in the building. Get that 5% off.
Got January specials. Svetka vodka, $13.99 a bottle for the big one.
Mention this ad, though.
Yeah, right. They don't have like a sign up in the store. You have to go in there and mention us. Martha Stewart, she's a gangster. That's why she's affiliated with 19
Did she do jail
crimes.
time? She did jail time.
She did white-collar jail time.
Insider trading.
Tax evasion. What was it with Martha?
I thought, no, she got a Trade her tip. She got
Was that
tipped
what
off.
it was? He's a gangster, white-collar criminal. So she's doing 19 crimes, which is great. It's Martha's Shard. 2 different kinds of bottles there for just $4.99 a bottle the rest of the month of January, but you have to mention in the building. Again, it's not just, there's not a big sign in there. Hey.
Well, there is for the Shard and the Fireball, but
Are you
not
sure?
for the Svedka.
Oh, not for the Svedka. Ah, okay. You would know. And then speaking of the Fireball, $12.99 a bottle. So there's your specials for the rest of this month. And, of course, everything else in there, when you mention in the building, you get 5% off at all 7 area Texas Cheer Liquors, the official liquor store of us.
I've heard we popping in Bernie.
Are we? Good to hear.
That's what I've been told.
Good to hear. They got money. We need their sponsorships and their subscriptions. I love the South Side and West Side, but you ain't got no money. I need them. I need the North Siders to jump in here.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a business. I'm here to make money. Here to make money, Rudy. Here to make money. ain't no Texas Cheer Liquors on the South Side.
Well, there's one, but there's no longer Texas Cheer. But yeah, I got you.
Here to make money.
Here to make money, Rudy. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's do some punching, shall we?
Who we
It's time
punching?
for People I Want to Punch Friday, presented by the law office of Orlando Kell. You want to go first?
I guess this could lead into your story about Maverick Carter.
Okay.
Because, for those that don't know, Maverick Carter and some other people are looking for $5 billion to do an international basketball league to rival the NBA. But I'm punching again. I know I've punched him maybe 3 times in our year we've been on. Punching LeBron and Maverick Carter for pissing on us and telling us it's raining by telling us LeBron has nothing to do with this. Remember, he did this with his son. Like, at least Deion's like, no, you got to draft my son. LeBron's like, I ain't had nothing to do with J.J. Redick. Okay, y'all only do a podcast together. I have anything to do with them drafting and signing my son and not to a 2-way. I have anything. Okay. He's not traveling with the G League team. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. And now, y'all are looking for your partner's looking for $5 billion. His best friend has one, and LeBron has nothing to do with this. First of all, you're at the end. You're about to start, like at the end of Michael Jordan's career, he's like, I'm going to go play for the Wizards and raise their stock, and I'm going to buy them. Like, it was well known. Like, you're transitioning into business. I know you don't want to piss off, the commissioner and the owners. Like, hey, why is LeBron, a guy that's active in our league, looking for money to set up another league? I guess it would be like a conflict of interest. That's why he's kind of saying he has nothing. That's why they're saying he has nothing to do with this. But I got oceanfront property for you in Idaho if you think LeBron is not in on this. Y'all are crazy.
LeBron James is a bad liar.
Great dude.
No, I know. I agree. I like him. He's a bad liar.
I love him, but he gets on my nerves. This type of shit gets on my nerves.
I didn't start that fire. You have soot on your fingers. Your shirt smells like gasoline, LeBron. I didn't start that fire. He's a terrible liar.
Yeah.
He needs to do a better job of distancing himself from things that he has a part in, when the whole world's like, no. We know you're lying.
Why would I, if I'm Maverick Carter, why would I do that without LeBron? That would be stupid.
Correct. You can't
bad business.
generate the money without LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron walks in that room. It's a little different than Maverick Carter walking his little pudgy ass in there.
Do you think this is a ploy just to make sure that LeBron gets a chance to buy an NBA team? We don't want to compete with y'all in a competing league.
I always thought that.
So we'll sell a team to LeBron.
I always thought LeBron's group, not posse, Phil Jackson, LeBron's group would get the rights to the Vegas team along with some of his Saudi buddies.
Uh-huh.
So maybe, but the game has grown so much, I think it could work. I don't know how much America's going to watch it, but the world watch. Basketball's behind soccer.
They're trying to start a global league.
Yes, international league to rival the NBA. Like
based in the US.
They don't need it to be super successful in America.
They're trying to create live for basketball.
Bingo.
Uh-huh.
Bingo.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Tell me who's playing on the teams.
Right.
Is it going to be like over the summer?
I don't know. I don't know when they would do it.
Interesting.
But LeBron's in on it.
He has to be.
So punch him at Maverick for, this is me going out and trying to find my own way. LeBron has nothing to do with this. If he has nothing to do with it, you and whoever else is putting this together are stupid.
Well,
he should be in on it.
If Maverick can go get a couple of sheiks to help fund, then maybe we're onto something. Maybe a couple of Russian oligarchs. Then maybe we're onto something. Everyone shit on Liv. Ha ha. It's a joke.
And then PJ started doing shit to rival it.
Yeah, because then they signed John Rahm.
And Dustin Johnson.
Yeah.
And Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
And Bryson DeChambeau.
Keep on going.
Right.
You see the TV contract they just signed with Liv? That means, shoot, I think they're going to do fine.
Same.
Now, and that doesn't mean you cannot have, soccer's got 6 high-tone leagues in the world.
This different monster, though.
Basketball's gotten big enough, though.
Basketball
to have
doesn't
2
need,
leagues.
again, NBA ratings are down in America. Basketball is a global sport. If only 2 million Americans watch it, but 20 billion around the world do, they're making money. So I see them working. It's no longer a sport just here. So it's a great idea, but you need LeBron in on it, and he is in on it. So punch them for lying to us.
Yeah, LeBron's a terrible liar.
I get why they're lying, though.
That
but
doesn't
I'm
mean
still
I
gonna punch them.
I wouldn't support another league, because I think basketball globally is big enough.
It is.
Now as a sport, we're ready for a second league.
Yeah.
Tough shit, NBA. Too bad. All right, I want to punch 19-year-old Genesis Monita.
Who is this?
Who has sued Bill Miller Barbecue.
Oh, yes. I saw this story. I didn't know her name.
Says she got scalded by hot barbecue sauce. Dateline San Antonio, Patrick Danner in the Express News. I'm not going to read you the whole article. Bill Miller Barbecue is on trial this week in a case involving a San Antonio woman who says she suffered second-degree burns when she spilled hot barbecue sauce on herself. Was it the lady years ago that spilled coffee on her?
She won.
Yeah, well, she had...
Did you see the burns? I saw her those burns.
Are there pictures?
There are pictures of the McDonald's
Wait a minute.
burn.
I thought she burned off her labia.
It was in this area.
Oh,
it was
God.
bad.
Eek.
She won. Why can't Genesis win?
I think Genesis is doing a bit to get money. Genesis, Monita, has sued Bill Miller for negligence and is seeking more than $1 million in damages for the harm and losses she has suffered. Okay.
Why?
$1 million.
Why are they making the barbecue sauce scalding, though?
It's always been hot. So
Scalding?
This girl says she and her sister went to a Bill Miller's. Everything. A
Why
Bill,
you gotta say
a
it
Bill
like
Miller's.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Hey, I live with Nina. I live with Nina. It's Bill Miller's.
Mellors.
It's HEB's. On Old Pearsall Road, Loop 410, to get breakfast tacos before going to school back in May of 2023. They drove through the drive-thru. She pulled over to eat her tacos in the car before she went to school.
Must have been brisket if she had barbecue sauce.
She says the barbecue sauce was so hot that it caused her to drop the container, spilling the sauce on her upper right thigh.
Oh.
Bill Miller was negligent in giving her, quote, dangerously hot barbecue sauce, not providing her a container that was adequate to contain the condiment, and failing to warn her that the sauce was hot. A lawyer representing her, Lawrence Morales,
Okay.
says Bill Miller's unequivocal policy is that they will serve their sauce at 165 degrees. Bill Miller violated their safety policy and allowed their barbecue sauce to heat up to a dangerous 189 degrees, according to the lawyer. The chain also violated its policy by serving the sauce in a 4-ounce plastic cup rather than a styrofoam cup. A styrofoam cup insulates heat much better than a plastic one. I've been to Bill Miller a lot. I've never had sauce given to
If
me in
they
a
gave it
plastic
to her in a
cup.
plastic cup, she might be on to something.
Maybe. I need proof. And you got to prove that the sauce was 189, not 165. In addition, Morales says restaurants must warn customers if their food or serving containers are dangerously hot. I could see some lazy ass working the drive-through
Whenever
at a
I
Bill
do
Miller.
drive,
Put the sauce in a cup.
yeah,
You know.
I've had people at the drive-thru warn me fries are hot. Just so you know. I don't know, Mike. She might get a little something.
In its answer to the lawsuit, Bill Miller asserted that The girl's own negligence was the proximate cause of the incident. During his opening statement, Bill Miller attorney Barry McClanahan told jurors that the 165-degree temperature spelled out in its policy is a minimum temperature to comply with food safety rules. 165 is not their max, it's their minimum. It doesn't have any policy that prohibits the sauce from being heated to 189, according to the lawyer. What we would have warned Miss Monita of that she didn't already know. She had the sauce 100 times, and it was always the same temperature, says the lawyer for Bill Miller.
How does she?
Now, it's easy to defend of course.
How does she know that she's had it 100 times?
Fat.
Okay.
LG,
I've not
stop.
seen any photos of this.
LG, stop it.
I don't know how many times she's gone to Bill Miller.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm punching the girl. This is a money grab. You're too stupid. You spill hot sauce and it burned your thigh and you're looking to get some money out of it. Here's the thing. Even if the hot sauce was too hot and it burned her leg a little bit, $1 million, that's where we are in this company. This country.
Oh, I'm starting at 7 figures.
I get wronged. I get done wrong. I want $1 million. Okay. Did you even go to the hospital? I mean, do you have hospital bills? Did you
Probably
miss
not.
school?
Probably
$1
not.
million. $1 million. Okay, maybe 10 grand. Some hospital bills I could see, but $1 million?
Pay for the hospital bills? I'll take that.
Yeah, pay for the hospital bills. If she even went to the hospital, so I'm punching the girl. Orlando Kell is the official family lawyer. Okay. Who went to UT, which is funny. He probably hates that his initials are like okay. He does not like OU. You will like him if you hire him to defend you or offend for you if you are in a family case, such as divorce or changing a decree or lawsuit amongst family members, these kinds of things Orlando does. He specializes in divorce, and he takes a really good shine to helping dads because he knows that in our system, the way we're set up, dads going through divorce with kids under 18 often get screwed. And Orlando wants to help prevent that. 210-775-4995, or you can email him directly, orlandokilllaw@gmail.com, orlandokilllaw@gmail.com.
What y'all got going this weekend?
What do I have
Mike,
going this
LG,
weekend?
what are y'all doing this weekend?
Watching NFL playoffs.
Same.
Would like to go hiking if possible.
In this weather?
I know, it's under 60.
Well, tomorrow's Sunday's supposed to be nice. By
When's
nice,
the
I mean low
when's the
60s.
worst coming, like the real bad
Between
cold?
Sunday and Monday. Monday, the high is supposed to be like 40.
Damn. Yeah. Well, we're going to enjoy the weekend by getting out somehow and watching football. And
Yeah, Monday,
laying
the high
low,
is
man.
47. Huh?
laying low.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday supposed to be Saturday's supposed to be pretty.
George is in here. True people's fat butt eating in the car. Okay,
Jesus.
we all eat in the car. It don't mean she's. It doesn't mean she's Jabba the Hutt, George.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ota, osta, kota,
LG.
solo.
What you got this weekend, dog? Work?
Yeah, I got lots of work. Yes.
Yeah, I got lots of work. Yes.
You getting brain back there?
God, LG's going to be the one human who has seen the most UTSA female sports of anyone in the city.
By far. They pay him well, though, so.
I have men's basketball this weekend, by the way.
Okay. We get more than 50 at the Convo these days?
The women are the better team, so.
Oh, good. I bet the women can beat the men.
No.
Roadrunner basketball sucks. And they should shut it down in fun football with the money they don't
they
spend on
shouldn't.
basketball.
Look,
They should keep funding it forever. Especially the broadcast side of things.
oh, shit.
Oh, jeez. No, I'm just bitter because I had an opportunity to sit in on that broadcast for a few games and I was told no.
By who?
I don't know. They had somebody else in mind.
What do you mean sit in?
A couple of seasons ago.
You were going to do color and
With Carl.
basketball?
I wanted to do some baseball games.
Oh, baseball.
Yeah, I'd like to go. I would like to do games. I'd like to do baseball again.
But the color side.
No, I can do both.
Oh, okay,
Either
cool.
one.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. I did a lot of baseball as a kid, as a college kid back in my 20s. and wound up getting lucky and getting these talk shows and stuff. But I miss doing baseball games, and I was thinking I might go get to do a few games with Carl Schoening doing baseball. They decided to go with someone else.
I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again.
Well, I'm never going to get to put the damn thing.
Well, maybe they felt like they couldn't afford you.
I'd have done it for $50 and a hot dog. Just wanted to do it again.
You just wanted to put something on your resume.
Well, yeah, I just like doing it.
And doing it.
Yeah, and I used to be pretty good. I probably wouldn't be good now, but after a couple, 3 games, I'd get back in that old groove. Anyway.
You think about going back to the missions?
In that role, I don't know. No, honestly, no. I haven't talked to him yet.
Oh.
I don't think I'll be doing what I did last year.
Oh. So basically what you're telling us, they already offered you a different job, but you're just not privy to talk about it.
No, that's not the case. I would tell you.
You would tell me.
I would. I would tell you. I'd tell the guys. Like, I don't care. I'm an open book, you know that. I don't see myself doing that again this summer. I've not ruled it out, but I'm not. They should get some attractive young girl to do that, or some good-looking young kid in his 20s to do that role, jumping up on the dugout and giving away free stuff. And I'm not Chuck Sorow. I'm not J.C. Carpenter. I can't. That's not in me.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, I would like to call games, but they got to have an opening. You know, and we'll see. I don't know. I don't see me doing that. And last year I was hard up for money. I'm not as hard up for money. So I'm still hard up, but not as hard.
Yeah. So you're like, I'm good.
Right. So
I ain't shucking and jiving this year.
So to answer your question,
no, it's a no. Not that role.
I doubt it. No, I don't. Not that. I'd be open to some other stuff, but you know, Let's see. We got stuff rolling. I can't sit around and wait for that. That's not till April, May. So I got business here. I got to get things done here. What are you doing this weekend?
Nothing.
Good.
Nothing.
Good.
Trying to stay out the way.
Mm-hmm. You gonna wear all black on Monday? You gonna wear one black glove?
No, Martin marched in a suit and hard bottoms.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know how he convinced people to do that. I wonder what their feet look like. Everybody had on suits and dress shoes.
How did we function, our people in those days? Humans. We wore suits everywhere.
We're classic, man.
People wore suits to the store.
Yeah, we cared. Now these kids, we did all that only for these kids to walk around in pajamas.
I know, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Now, I'm not saying we should go back to those days, but like I said a couple of days ago, in 20 years, I'm going to be bitching as an old man because the president's got pajamas on in the White House. You watch.
Yeah.
We've become a bunch of slobs.
Speaking of, late punch to my teenager.
Oh, God.
All summer, 130, 170, hoodies, sweatpants, all summer, hoodies. Now she walks outside, it's 10 degrees, no jacket, no hoodie, hair wet, and then wondering why she has a sinus infection. Punch her. And it's just like, yo, are you doing this just to be an ass? Like, are you like, we're telling you put something on and you just refuse to. Like, I think you're just being an ass. Like, you're being an ass. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you wearing hoodies in the summer and nothing when it's freezing?
So you think she's doing it to
she's being an ass.
Just to be an a-hole?
Yeah, she's being
Major
an ass.
That's hilarious.
Punch her.
That's funny.
She pissed her mom off something furious the last 2 days. Walking out, no jacket, no nothing.
Have you noticed?
Hair wet.
We sound like old men, but it's true. Have you noticed young people, and since it's gotten cold, they'll wear a nice hoodie with a hood and shorts. What are you doing?
They're ass backwards, dude.
What are you doing?
They're ass backwards. I love her to death. Die for her right now, but this is stupid.
Yeah, we need to quit being such slobs. You don't have to wear a suit everywhere you go, but we're letting kids now wear pajamas to school.
You know what? If I'm
doing?
a teacher, though, if you go ask these teachers, don't cuss me out. Don't be on your phone and give a damn. Most teachers will tell you, wear what you want. They have such a hard job because there's no help from the parents, from us. They don't care what they wear. They just don't want them to be disruptive.
And these are the people we're sending into the workforce. No wonder LG wants to move. I might move to Spain with LG.
I will never leave my house in pajamas.
Never. It's stupid. Sweatpants, fine. I've gotten used to that. But they're wearing pajamas.
Literal pajamas and slides.
Not taking life serious. Rogie just gave us $5. Thank you. Shout out to LG and his pop-up shows. I have a name, Liquor and Gongs LG. Thank you. All right, that's it.
That's it.
We're done. All right, y'all enjoy football. I've been told I'm not allowed to work Monday or I'm racist.
No one said that.
No, we're celebrating MLK Day Monday.
Absolutely. Well, or Trump Day. Depending on who you ask.
It's Inauguration Day as well.
Move that shit to the
Rudy's
21st.
not pleased with the timing
Move
of the
that shit to the
presidential
21st,
inauguration.
bro. Can't have shit.
Not excited to hear Kid Rock sing on MLK Day.
You can't do the 21st? You couldn't do Tuesday?
Lee Greenwood.
You couldn't do Tuesday? What are we doing?
Are there any black people singing at the inauguration? Or is it all white? Is it all the whites?
Oh, no.
Wow, I was just kidding, but now that I think about it, there really are not.
Who would do it?
Kanye would.
Kanye would.
We're done. Elon will be the only African descendant at the inauguration. See y'all later.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.